In a high-profile legal battle, Prince Harry's U.S. visa application has now landed in the hands of a U.S. judge. This development comes after lawyers from President Joe Biden's administration confirmed their compliance with a court order. The lawsuit, initiated by the Heritage Foundation in Washington, D.C., revolves around the Duke of Sussex's alleged drug use. The conservative think tank, seeking answers, filed a Freedom of Information Act request for the royals' immigration papers. Their aim is to determine whether Prince Harry was transparent or deceptive about his past involvement with drugs, including cannabis, cocaine, magic mushrooms, and ayahuasca, as disclosed in his book, Spare. The Heritage Foundation argues that they have the right to know whether Prince Harry received preferential treatment due to his royal status. A court filing brought to light by Newsweek states, "Defendant, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, respectfully informs the court that it has complied with the court's March 7, 2024, order by submitting declarations with attachments for ex parte in camera in private review." According to the filing, the documents pertaining to Prince Harry's visa application were submitted using an encrypted link. The Department of Homeland Security has consistently maintained that it cannot release Prince Harry's visa records publicly due to privacy concerns. In a previous filing, Department of Homeland Security argued that a person's visa or immigration status is considered private information and exempt from disclosure under court precedent. The records, if disclosed, would reveal details such as the types of documents used by Prince Harry to travel to the United States, his admission status, and any immigration benefits sought. On the other hand, the Heritage Foundation argues that there is a public interest in knowing whether Prince Harry was truthful in his visa application and how he managed to gain entry into the United States despite his history of drug use. In their previous filing, the Heritage Foundation stated that the case arose primarily because Prince Harry voluntarily admitted, in writing and for substantial profit, to multiple violations related to controlled substances. They also claimed that these admissions could have adverse immigration consequences for non-citizens, even though Prince Harry had sought legal advice from renowned legal advisors on both sides of the Atlantic. On March 7th, Judge Carl Nichols made the decision to personally review Prince Harry's immigration documents in private. In his order, Judge Nichols stated that after reviewing the written submissions and hearing oral arguments from both parties, an in-camera review is necessary to assess whether the disputed records fall within the scope of the claimed exemptions. As a result, the court ordered the defendant to submit a declaration or declarations detailing the specific records being withheld and the potential harm that would arise from their public disclosure by March 21st, 2024. In Prince Harry's book, Spare, he candidly writes about various drug-related experiences, including an incident that took place on U.S. soil during a party at Courtney Cox's house. He recounts taking magic mushrooms and engaging in a conversation with a trash can in her bathroom. Prince Harry describes staring at the bin, which seemed to stare back at him. This encounter transformed the bin into a head with a wide-open grin when he stepped on the pedal. He found amusement in the situation, turned away, and proceeded to use the toilet. To his perception, even the toilet itself appeared as a head, with the bowl resembling a gaping mouth and the hinges of the seat resembling piercing silver eyes. Prince Harry recalls the toilet saying, "Ah." After finishing his business, he flushed and closed the toilet's mouth. Returning to the silver bin, he stepped on the pedal again and playfully fed it an empty packet of cigarettes from his pocket, saying, "Open wide." The bin responded with an appreciative, "Ah, thank you, mate." Prince Harry responded, "You're welcome, mate." These vivid and unconventional experiences with drugs described in Prince Harry's book have become part of the discussion surrounding the lawsuit, raising questions about his past drug use and its potential impact on his visa application. As the case proceeds, it is clear that the issue at hand involves significant legal and public interest considerations, with potential implications for Prince Harry's immigration status and the disclosure of private information. As the case proceeds, it is clear that the issue at hand involves significant legal and public interest considerations, with potential implications for Prince Harry's immigration status and the disclosure of private information. Cox, upon being informed about the allegations, responded by saying, "It's gotten back to me about it. I'm not saying there were mushrooms. I definitely wasn't passing them out." Prince Harry also wrote about his experimentation with psychedelics, not only for recreational purposes, but also for therapeutic and medicinal reasons. He mentioned that these substances allowed him to temporarily escape reality and redefine his perception of the world. Under their influence, he felt a sense of liberation from preconceived notions and discovered another dimension of reality. He emphasized that these experiences revealed a deeper truth beyond the confines of his usual senses. Prince Harry reflected on the teachings of seers and philosophers who suggest that daily life is an illusion. He found reassurance in experiencing this concept firsthand through the consumption of mushrooms or ayahuasca. These revelations have sparked public interest and are part of a larger legal dispute regarding his U.S. visa application and the request for disclosure of his immigration records.